for Twitch to get up and running. I am recording now. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Twitch is up.
Yep.
That's surprising. When I was trying to do the running of the gnomes, it took about a minute for Twitch to realize that I was actually online. I was like, oh, well, that's nice. You know. Why is... Looking at the overlay, it's got Lyssan.
You got my good side.
Yeah. I'm waiting for it to catch up. There we go. Okay. So we can turn that.
Waiting for the ad to end. Apparently it's Civilization.
Get ad blocker.
6.
I mean, ad block stuff that you don't care about, and watch ads on things that you do want to support. Right.
Hey chat room, can you hear us?
Okay.
Hello.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good song, Madness.
Live.
Don't karaoke the doors while greeting the chat room. I like it. It's a good song.
Okay.
Tweeted?
I'm soon waiting for it to show up, then I can close that window. Think it can? Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of people cannot get on the server. It should have been up.
Yeah, that's what so I think I won't log in.
Did you see it for me or no?
Not yet.
Really? I'm pretty sure the Twitter thing was checked. Nope, maybe not. We're gonna do that again. Or copy. Yeah, the Twitter thing's checked. I think Twitch is having problems. So let's just do it like this. This. And I'll just do it manually. Challenges. There we go. I'll tweet that out. Boom. Okay, that's good to go. I'm shutting Twitter down. Okay.
Notifications.
Sorry?
Yep, nothing's coming through. Okay.
Okay. We are recording. It is still recording. We are on. Okay. All right. Ready, Freddy?
Yep, I'm ready.
Guess what?
Yes, okay. I know what you're gonna say.
Thank you. I'm tired.
No worries. Okay, Lyssan, you're ready? Ready to go?
Ready.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Ready, chat room? Let's do it.
Then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Iron Man. Bloodthirsty. Pacifist. You're listening to the WoW Challenges podcast, the home of the Iron Man Challenge. And here are your hosts, Stone and Leeta.
Hello and welcome to the WoW Challenges podcast. This is episode 40 and today is Saturday, October 15th, 2016. I am your host, Leeta, and joining me, the man pushing the buttons over there, is Stone. Hey, Stone. How you doing?
Good. Good. Kind of.
Good.
But, yep, good.
Good. Yay!
Good.
Excellent.
How
We're
are you
both
doing?
good. And
You doing good?
we both tried to log in for the gnome run.
Yes.
And unfortunately, the server keeps crashing. So we're just going to podcast instead. So for something different, maybe. So everyone that's going to do the gnome run, have fun. And hope the server doesn't crash too much. But yeah, that's a bit crazy. It's a great thing to do anyway. Mm-hmm. Today we have a guest. We're very excited. Very excited. We've got a very special guest. It's been a little while since we have spoken to him, but we have, and he has got a lot of different titles. Not really sure what I want to call him, but I would say
I said King of the First. But that's just me. I said King of the First.
That's exactly right. He is very much the King of the First. Yep. We have our Legion Iron Champion, which is Lyssan.
First.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. It's a pleasure to talk to you again.
Oh, we are so thrilled to have you on, and not only that you are the first for Legion to make it to 110.
And it wasn't even that long.
Amazing! You are a machine.
Yeah, it's like 30 days. I don't even think it was
29.
Yeah. 29. Yeah.
Wow.
It's like, wow.
That's amazing. All right. Well, thank you for coming and having a chat with us again. We do really appreciate you giving up your time for a bit to sit down with us. Before we get into, because I want to know a bit about this, the Legion leveling and all of that fun. Just tell us, what have you been up to since we last spoke to you? Because it has been a little while. So what you been doing?
When did you speak last time? Was it spring?
Yeah. We have a list. I didn't really check. I think it was like episode 13.
Yeah.
I want to say.
So it's been a while.
It's been a while.
Well, during the summer I didn't play too much World of Warcraft. I played a lot of Diablo 3 and also Mass Effect. And by the way, Mass Effect is a great game if you like science fiction and a good story. I highly recommend the Mass Effect trilogy.
Okay.
Then after Legion started, I came back to World of Warcraft and I started leveling my main to 110. And in the same time, I started leveling my Iron Toon, Lyssan. The discipline priest, and I took her to 110 as well. And more recently, in the last week, I started the Blood Elf Paladin challenge, and that's ongoing. So I'm gonna continue on that for the next week.
You have to stop, because I want to win.
No. Stone's not winning. That's okay. Don't worry about that.
And it was
you go.
You were last on episode 16. I'm looking at it here. Yeah, on Saturday, April the 30th. You were the first warrior ever, petless hunter, first iron to hit max. It's just wow.
King of the First.
King of the First.
And the second pacifist.
I wasn't gonna say. I know. I was gonna say because I knew you were like, it's one of those things. I was like, I didn't want to bring it up, but all right.
It's okay.
Oh, man.
Well, but still, I mean, what you've accomplished so far is so amazing. Like, congratulations, because it just is. I am in awe of what you've done, and I think it is absolutely a credit to you and obviously how you play. So before we get stuck into the other stuff, I just want to know a little bit about what your process was for leveling this time with Legion. Like, did you have a strategy going into it? Did you do any beta? Did you work things out before you started working on your iron? or was it more just feeling how things went along the way? Like what was the process for you this time?
Yeah, I did have a beta access, and I played a
Mm-hmm.
little bit, but I don't really like to make plans beforehand because they usually don't work. And I don't know if you've been to beta, but a lot of quests in Draenor were not were giving full experience in beta, and after Legion started, they were all giving 3 times less experience. So
Okay.
if I have used the plan to level in Nagrand or Tanan jungle, the plan would have not worked. So um, I started a bit initially not knowing how I'm going to get to 110, and I just went with the flow. I tried to get as much experience as I could from the old content from Draenor. I basically did all the quests in the main zones except Tanan jungle, which by the time I got there, they were just 1,000 experience per quest, which was not worth it. And then I just started grinding mobs in Legion. There are some mobs that my priest could handle. They gave about 1,000 experience per mob, and there were also some treasure chests in Tanan jungle that were respawning, so I could go and look for them. So there was not a finite number of them. And the dailies, the 3 dailies. I know everybody doesn't like the 3 dailies. The winter spring one, the frost saber daily. Then there's the one in Howling Fjord with the sea lions.
Oh, okay.
And the plants
okay,
versus zombies. So these were the 3 dailies that give you scaling experience.
Okay.
So I did them every day. That was 45,000 experience per day only from these dailies.
Okay.
And I discovered something else, that the garrison buildings also have quests associated with them that are a lot of them were scaling. One of them, the Dwarven bunker at level 3, gives you even a daily. You have to get 25 horde scraps for a full amount of experience that's scaling with the level. So, and the stables is also very good for experience. It has about 20 or 30 quests that are scaling that can be done at level 1 building. So that was also about, I would say, 3/4 of a level only from stables. So I tried to find the experience where I could. I mean, I didn't have any plan. I just went forward, and luckily I was successful. By the time I finished, I was actually finished all the experience that I could. So if I needed to go one more level, I would have needed to go and do quests in Legion, which is not a good way to go.
Okay. Wow, that's awesome. Alrighty. So tell us, what are you focused on at the moment? And like you just said, you've got Lyssan up to 110, and you're working on obviously the contest that we've got going at the moment. So tell us about that. How is your Blood Elf Pally doing?
Is my first impression, because this is the first toon that I'm leveling from level 1 in Legion, is that everything is very, very easy. I mean, everybody said that the specs will not make a difference, but I think they do make a huge difference. And also the experience that you get from quests was buffed. You get about 2 to 3 times more per quest in old world, which means you can skip entire zones and you will get to 60 without any problems. And even Outland, which I'm leveling right now, is easy with this toon. I mean, one-on-one, I don't have problems with any mob. If I get 2, I need to bubble. To shield myself just to be safe. From 3 mobs on, it's a bit riskier. But one-on-one, there is no mob that could kill me one-on-one in Outland. So I think it's easy. It's probably going to be harder from 90 onward. I'm not sure if I'm going to get there because
No.
there's just one more week, and I don't think I have the time to go so far.
Just stop now. Stop now. Although as you level, there's more of the risk that you potentially get yourself into a spot where you're in trouble, right? And then you die.
That's true. Yeah, that's the only fear that I have with this toon is because I don't have Shadow Meld, is that I will get somehow ambushed by some 3 or 4 mobs, and I will not have anything to do because you're not a night elf. You cannot escape combat.
Yeah.
But other than that, except falling or a disconnect or a crash, I don't see myself dying.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, you're obviously doing very well at the moment. So, with the Pally. So, good job. But Stone.
I will say that it was good to see somebody give Maddie a run for his money, because all of a sudden Maddie is up there at like level 65, and I'm like, what? Already? Like what? And then I saw your toon, and I was like, okay, well, here we go. Listen.
Honestly, when I started, I couldn't play for a couple of days, so I basically started leveling on Monday, and I didn't even look at the standings until yesterday. Yesterday, I looked and I saw, okay, there were 2 guys before me, and they all died. So I was not even aware that I'm on top. I just went and did my old stuff and didn't really care about the standings.
Yeah. And sometimes I think that's probably the better way, is not to focus on that like some other person I know.
What are you talking about?
But no, you're doing really well. And is a Pally something that you've played much before, Lyssan? Or is this, is it a class that you're not used to playing?
Actually, I didn't have any Pally higher than 70. And that was an Iron Man. So that was the same with Lyssan, the priest. My highest priest was level 15 until I played the Iron Man toon. So you don't need experience to go with an Iron Man. You can learn by playing.
Yep.
I think.
Okay. No, that's true. Alrighty. So tell us about your fondest challenge memory.
Well, that's still the dinging 90 on Lyssan. That's not gonna be beat soon. Even the getting to 110 now felt a bit anticlimactic. There was no real challenge, not in the way of content, by not having other challengers racing.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like it was hard to get there. I mean, it feels like I'm running against myself. I'm not sure if it doesn't sound too elitist. It didn't feel very
honestly
good.
I was expecting 1 or 2 other people to be racing with you, and I know for sure one person blatantly said they're not going to, and then the other person, I guess I just thought wrong. So I mean, I understand how you feel about, like, if it's just by yourself, hey, I mean, it doesn't make it as interesting as it would if there was 2 or 3 others there, right? So I mean, right now we have the next one is like 107. It's 107.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Well, what I want to know is, with the zones that you level through, like, what has been, obviously you've mapped out what way that you like to go through. So what's been your most effective leveling with your zones?
I realized that I prefer zones that have quest lines that go like on rails, that send you to do 3 quests, and then you need to go on another part of the zone and do 3 quests, and then so it feels much better to go from one part of the zone to another. Like for instance, Badlands, Ashen Vale, or Storm Talon Mountains. These are my favorite zones for Horde. Then zones that allow you to choose and go wherever you want. For some reason it feels better for me, the first part, and especially now that you have the quest for the experience for quest is buffed. You can skip zones without. For instance, I didn't even touch Eastern Plague Lands on my Paladin, and also Ungoro Crater. There was no need to go there because I leveled to 60 only in Winter Spring, and it's a little bit of Blasted Lands, I think.
Okay.
All right. So we all, I wouldn't say like the deaths, but a death story is definitely something.
Speak for yourself.
We can all relate to. We can all relate to it. I think
I love it
all
when I
of
hear
us have had deaths. I
like,
don't
oh,
know.
no.
I don't think there's very many people that have played a challenge toon and never lost one. So deaths are always interesting because we do die in many different ways. What's been your worst death?
The worst that was on my first Pathless Hunter. That was a Blood Elf as well. It was during the Hallow's End event, and I took the flying point to Blasted Lands, and I was level 90. At that level, the Iron Horde is occupying the zone, and I totally forgot that that you don't have access to old content starting at 90. And I was watching Netflix in the background, and I just heard my Toon crying, being attacked instantly as she landed by 3 or 4 Horde level 90 Hordes, and I just died, and I don't know. It was not a good way to die.
Yeah.
Goodness.
It was another thing was it wasn't a death, but it was close to dying with Lyssan at after the 2 weeks the show 2 weeks ago. I remember when Stone said, "I don't want to jinx you." I was 108, and you kind of jinxed me because about 30 minutes after your podcast, I was going through High Mountain, and my client crashed, and luckily I was on a path. So when I came back after I changed my pants and everything, I was okay, and I moved from the path on a hill nearby. The thing was, about 5 seconds after I moved my Toon on that hill, that Elder Horn, Majestic Elder Horn or something mob passed right where my Toon was. So about 5 seconds later, if I would stay there, I'm not sure if I would have died, but it would have been very tricky because that mob has a charge, and it's very dangerous. So it was very close.
Wow.
And I think you really jinxed me then.
Yeah. Okay.
So the lesson is Stone needs to shut up. I need to shut up.
Stone curse back in effect. That's what you need.
How
to
did
call
that
one
even
of your
start?
that
I don't even
Stone
know
curse.
how that started. I don't even know who it was. The first person I did it to.
Doesn't matter, but it's
Doesn't matter.
Words
Doesn't matter now.
Words are hard, but words do cut and cause damage. That's what it's about. So
Sorry,
no more
man.
talking from you.
Yeah, for the record, I don't really think you jinx me. If I die, it's my own fault, so I don't blame anybody
Well, but
when
if
I die. So,
but if your client crashed, it's like, what the?
well,
Like,
that's
how do
my
you,
computer. Then it's at fault. It's not you.
you know, like, oh my goodness. Like, at that
Still,
time,
I still blame you.
just of all times for it to crash.
Yeah, exactly. Wow, that would have, yes. Do you find that the emotional roller coaster of when you are leveling that first time, when you're taking that toon through the first time, that is it for you more heightened? Are you more aware of what you're doing? Are you more tense when you level that first iron, when you're pushing that mark to make it to getting there first?
I used to be that way when for the first tunes that I took on the first. Nowadays, I'm much more balanced and I'm not really thinking ahead. So I'm trying to keep a level head and just do what I have to do and not think what's going to happen 2 days from now. Although I kind of rush a little bit at the end, but I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm more stressed out or excited. It's just it comes with the territory. When you do a lot of this stuff, you just get used to
Yeah.
the stress and pressure.
Okay. Because, I mean, as we said, you are the king of first. So obviously you, to a degree, you are used to it to some degree. And that's amazing. Alrighty. So what advice would you give anyone wanting to try a challenge soon?
Don't be afraid to try any class, even the one that you don't know. And don't be afraid to die. It's gonna happen. After these changes in Legion, it's a bit harder to die, but you're still gonna be ambushed or fall or disconnect. So these things are gonna happen. You cannot avoid this. I have a couple of tips, general tips and tricks from my experience. Don't ever keybind your mount. You can accidentally press it and you can dismount and you're gonna die. The icon for the mount should be out of the way, somewhere in the corner, just to make sure you're not clicking it by mistake. I used to keep the same keybind structure for each toon. So I have, for instance, E is my heal key, Q is my short cooldown key, and R is interrupt. And my O snap spells are always in the middle of the screen, so I can always see them and separate it from all the other ones. Okay. Always keep your HP topped off, even if you have just 10% missing. Now, this is a personal preference. I don't loot mobs unless I really need something from them. This speeds up leveling and keeps them more on the ground. They're not respawning so fast if they're not looted. So if you're somewhere in a cave, for instance, when you go in, just don't loot, and they're not going to respawn so fast. It helps. Okay. I also use an add-on for keeping track of quests. It's called Holy, and it's very good. It let me know which quests I've done on a zone, which quest I still have to do, and it shows me the experience that I can get from a quest, so I can pick and choose ones that I really want to do. It doesn't help me with doing the quest, but it gives me some information about them. So I highly recommend that.
Holy, okay. That sounds really good. I'm going to look for that very shortly, because that's always a good thing. You can get to the zone. I know I can get to the zone and have a idea of some of the quests, but I don't remember all of the quests. And that sounds like something that would be, that would help narrow it down instead of having to go to Wowhead every 5 seconds, So just to help and streamline the leveling. And I suppose, like, for a lot of the veterans and that have been doing this for quite some time, that you would get so used to the path that you follow when you level, when you level a toon. I've got my little path, but it's very little compared to perhaps like someone with your stature and what you've done. So I think that sounds really good. Stone, what do you reckon?
Well,
I
the
think
the
sounds
tip
alright.
on the not looting mobs. I mean, I
Mm.
knew that if you don't loot them, the respawn rate is slower. But to be honest, I never put that together with playing playing in
I know.
iron.
Yeah,
And
that's a really good tip. Yeah.
yeah, I was just like, oh yeah,
Of course. Of
duh.
course. Like someone's
Of
got to
course
say
you
it
can.
to make sense, right?
And that's the first time I've ever heard
agree.
anybody actually say that. Say, don't, if you want to level up faster and make sure that the mobs don't respawn on you, don't loot them. Yeah.
Yeah, and especially it's also a time saving, because each second or 2 seconds that you waste by looting that, it's time that you could just go ahead and go to the next mob. So
So I could beat Leeta faster.
yes, that's see, I'm giving you some help.
Yeah, stop it. Don't. No more tips for him.
That works
Okay.
for either of you. So
Thank you. Yeah, you see, the problem with that, Lyssan, is that my OCD means that I need to loot everything. So I'm like, I need to all that 3 copper. I might need that 3 copper.
I used to be like that, and I used to loot everything and do all the quests and kill all the mobs, and I just realized it doesn't work. You have to pick and choose. This challenge is not for OCD.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, I know. Roguestar in the chat room says, I do the same with looting. Usually I'll take the coin, but leave behind the trash items, pots, elixirs, etc. Well, that's not too bad, but that, like you said, that slows you down by actually
Slows down,
looting.
yeah.
So by not looting, you're speeding it up. But yeah, well, you can go test that, Stone. Let's see.
Taking you
don't
down.
die. Don't die, okay?
Yeah, I won't die.
Just be careful. Just take it slow.
I won't die on this character.
Anyway. Yeah, right. Alrighty. Well, thank you for coming and having a chat, Lyssan, with us again. We do appreciate it. And we're glad that you're going to stick around and help us with the rest of the show. So for now, Stone.
Doot. Here's news in the World of Warcraft. Because the bumper doesn't work anymore. I have to recut it. For some reason. Don't know why.
Silly bumper. All right. What have we got?
So, first thing I wanted to talk about was running of the Gnomes is happening right now on US Scarlet Crusade, if you can get on. From what I understood, I don't know if
the joint one. Feathermoon?
Oh, is Feathermoon
Scarlet Crusade? Yeah, there's
connected?
2. Yeah.
Okay.
You keep talking. I'll find out which one it is.
Basically, what was going on is that people are saying there's too many mounts and pets out. I don't think that's really as big of an issue, but I think it's more that there's so many folks on, because there's a lot of people on, and the server keeps dying. I'm sure that the mounts and pets don't help, but I think it's more of a mass of folks that are trying to do this thing and help out, and because I believe every person that runs, they will put money towards the donation, I think. So I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know if it's like $1 per person or if it's less or more. But Madness Demise. You're in the so I guess he's actually on, and we're starting into Duskwood. Okay.
Excellent. Oh, that's good. Well, I'm
So
glad
where
some
do you guys
people
go?
didn't get booted.
Do you guys go to? You guys go from, I guess, Ironforge and Nomer to? Do you guys raid Org? Is that the thing? Is that you guys all raid Org at the end, or something like that, or no? I can't remember. I thought they go somewhere and
I think it's
attack.
just going to
Booty
the
Bay.
Booty Bay, yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's running all the way down to Booty Bay because last year they had they took over Booty Bay, and then I think after that they went to Ogrimmar, but
Right. Yeah, okay, so
it
that was
was
not
I think it
official,
was
right?
yeah it
Okay.
was to make it to Booty Bay first.
Okay,
I'm just having
posting
a
a
look
link
for
in
the
Twitch chat in case anybody wants to help out with them. And this is the original post by Dravi as well. And all proceeds are towards, I believe, finding a cure for cancer. Right? It's cancer research, I guess, it would be the more appropriate thing. And, you know, cancer sucks. It's not good.
Yeah.
Leeta, do you want me to...
I was still looking for
Feathermoon.
the
I thought I
cross.
did see Feathermoon in Twitter, so
Yeah,
I'm pretty
that's
sure it is.
it's yeah. So Scarlet Crusade's definitely where they're based, but there is a another connected realm that you could jump onto. Oh, here we go. Oh, just as a look up, there it is. So character needs to be on Scarlet Crusade, Feathermoon cluster.
Okay.
So on those that yes, but as I said, they're obviously off and running and making their way to Booty Bay, as Madness is saying in our chat room. So yes, thanks, Madness. Yes, they're definitely connected. So if you want to check it, I'm sure there are people possibly streaming it. It's a really good thing to do. Dravi, first off, is awesome. She's a warlock. What else can I say? She is awesome. And she, not only that, she's a lovely, lovely person. She's been doing this. I think this is the seventh year that they've done this. So, and cancer is a horrible, terrible, just one of the worst things that you can ever have to deal with. As someone who has dealt with it and come out the other side, it is certainly something that I would have loved to be able to do today, but server wise I can't get on, so I'll stay here and talk to you guys instead. But definitely, and if you want to donate anything, the donate link I think Stone put up too, and it's all for research. No matter what country you're from, everywhere deals with this horrible disease that if you're into donating, then yeah, even if you look at your local cancer councils and things like that, then most definitely just a couple of dollars can just help fund for the research and all of that. So yes. All right. What else have we got this week? There was a bit more news than we expected.
Yep.
Apparently.
So Blizzard announced that Tom Chilton is leaving to work on. Sorry, I shouldn't say leaving. He's leaving World of Warcraft to go work on other Blizzard something else, which is, I believe, going to be Diablo 4. That's just me.
But nothing's been said.
Nothing's been said. No,
he's moved on to a new project.
He's just moved on to a new project. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure they will announce it at BlizzCon because they've got the special dice, and there was that whole thing about why they think it'll happen. There's a YouTube video by for a person by the name of Riker, RHYKKER, and he actually goes into why they think that's going to be announced, as far as the loot box and all that kind of stuff that we get. So the new head of World of Warcraft is Ian Hazacostas, who you might know from the Blizzard Q&As that he's run a few of them, and he's also known on Twitter as Watcher Dev, and he was a fellow like, I wouldn't say you and I, but he was just a dude that played World of Warcraft too back in the day, and he moved his way up
too.
Oh, is he?
Lawyer? Yeah. Well, he used to be. I'm sure it was a liar or some. Yeah. And he decided that he would apply for Blizzard when something came up, and got to work at Blizzard. So he's gone from, something completely different to working for Blizzard and being, now a game director. I mean, how amazing is that?
I think he was part of Elitist Jerks, I think, where they would figure out the math and be like, this is what you need to do. And I think he was from there.
They were so big back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Elitist
it's
Jerks.
huge. Yeah. Yeah.
It was one of the websites I used to go to all the time. That and the Warlock Den. I really miss the Warlock Den.
It will be good to meet with him in 2-3 weeks so I can bug him about Iron Man stuff, because I
You got a list?
Oh, I've got a list. I have a list, and they know my list, and they say we'll pass it on. Okay.
Oh, can you put something on your list for me, please?
No.
I could talk about it in my week, but can you put this on your list right now?
Sure.
I want a freaking plate vendor.
Oh, that would be nice.
We have no plate vendors in Undercity or anything for low levels. There you go. You tell him that's what I want.
Okay.
Anyway.
I'll have to look that up.
Yep. So that's good. I freaked out. All I saw was Tom Chilton was leaving, and I was like, "What?"
Yeah, that's what everybody else did.
No. He's still with Blizzard. He's going. I was like, "Please don't freak me out when I just wake up. That's not good." So
Roguester says that he wants Hide, Cloak, and Helm. I have that on my list too, because we had that, but it went away because of transmog, because of how they did that, and because we can't transmog white or gray gear, well, we lost out on that option now. So, so we just kind of want the options that we had back, right? So because we like our characters to look a certain way, and just because we play WoW a little bit differently doesn't mean we're not playing WoW wrong. We're still playing WoW. We still pay our $15 a month American, which is like $30 Canadian.
Yeah, well, that's right. Some of us pay more than that.
45 Australian.
And that's massive. Like he's now the game director.
So congrats to Ian.
I think
and
he's awesome.
Tom Chilton. It's like, thank you, because he's been there, right? So
exactly. So I'm really excited to see what happens at BlizzCon. I mean, what are we, 3 weeks away? 3? 2? 3? Whatever.
Less than 3 for me.
Yeah. So, it'll be really good. I love watching the panels, when they bring the Warcraft panels and the Q&As and all of that out to see who's going to be there, and to see some of the other people that are involved in World of Warcraft will obviously, they may get a bit more featured, prominent with, I suppose, discussions and information. So really excited about that.
Technically, 3 weeks from today, BlizzCon will be wrapping up.
Yeah.
So we're like right there.
That's
the other
crazy.
The other news is patch 7.1 Return to Karazhan is coming out. They say it's coming live on October 25th. As far as we are concerned, don't care about the 5-man. Don't care about Trial of Valor raid. More Suramar quests. I don't really think we care about that a whole lot, because for the most part, I don't think Irons are going to be going into that area because it's deadly. But if you do have Blood of Sargeras or Sargeras, whichever way you want to pronounce it, there's a vendor now. Garrus, right? Yeah, I think it's a hard G, right?
Yes.
Sargeras, right?
Yes.
So there's a new vendor for it. So that's pretty much the only thing that we care about. From what I understood, that there's no real big changes to classes and all that. And
Lyssan, what do you think with the patch? as someone who has leveled, with anything that you think the patch would impact on the irons leveling?
I'm sorry,
Did we
can you
lose
repeat that? No.
Oh, sorry. I was just asking, with the new 7.1 patch that's coming, do you think there is anything that would impact the irons or the challenge tunes?
I haven't seen anything related to Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
It's only high level content, so
Yep.
no, I don't think 7.1 is gonna affect anything.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay, cool.
So that's the World of Warcraft news.
Excellent. Well, it's been a busy week,
Yeah,
so
it has. Yeah.
okay, excellent. Well,
Okay.
how about we go on to our site news, and we can skip that because
I swear I'm gonna get the FAQ updated. I swear I'm gonna do it.
Sure.
My plan is to get it done before I leave. So in the next 2 weeks or so, I'll get it done. So we have the Iron Contest. We have a week to go.
Yay!
The contest is going to be
1 week
ending.
to go. I know.
Yes, we have it's only 2 weeks long, so the contest will be ending at 6:59 p.m. Eastern time. So when we go live with their show next week, the contest will be over, and then I have jobs that run that will do all the stuff and will tell me things. Some things I wanted to talk about was that Maddie got off to a huge lead and then died. Pious Brittle died as well, but on the list it doesn't show him dead. I need to tweak the code a little bit. It will eventually after a certain amount of time. It's just I need to pick that stuff up faster for these particular characters, and it can be done. Yep. It's just I got to tweak it a little bit. So I wanted to go down the top 5.
Top 5, really?
Yes, yeah,
really.
And at number 5 we had Iron Pala VX. Would have hit level 34, but I saw on Twitter she just died. So that's Rogue Slayer's character.
Rogue Slayer, no.
You know?
Wow.
Yep. So coming in at 5th now is actually Swords Will Win at level 32. Number 4 is Palmetto at level 40. The best is at level 40 as well. And second is Saya Pali at level 58. And Lancis, who is Lyssan. Dang it. Gotta stop doing the bad name. Is level 68, but didn't you say that you were close to hitting 70, I believe?
Well, I'm not close, but
okay.
I think I can do the last 2 levels in this evening.
Killing me. Oh,
okay.
All right.
Wow.
All right.
That's amazing. Congratulations, everyone. That is fantastic.
And I don't see Leeta on there.
What an effort.
I don't see Leeta on that list though anywhere. Where
I'm not in the top
you?
5, but I'm there. Thank you very much.
Just don't die, Leeta, and you're gonna be there.
I know. See,
people
the
are
thing
gonna
is,
die.
Stone will get cocky, and then Stone will die, and he'll be like, "I'm gonna win, and then he'll be like, "No, I died," and I'll have a head start. So if he has to start all over again, I'm already in the lead. So yeah, that's my strategy, because I know he will eventually.
No.
And I'm not saying it as a jinx, because I know what it'll do. So yeah.
This one's gonna go all the way.
Okay, excellent.
Yep.
Good luck. All right. How about we talk about the state of the challenges, as in the normal challenges? So let's talk about the irons for this week. So at 68. It's not. It's 68 is the toon. Is at hit level 63. And then so how do you say that? Lancy is 68.
Lancis.
Lancis. Yeah. Lancis is 68. And then Drevens.
Drevens. Never died. Backwards. Never died.
Oh, of course it is. Never died backwards. Okay.
Yes.
Is 72. So Maddie died at 77. Azzy Iron hit 78.
Yep.
Peaches hit 86. Jern Mand hit 102. Oh, there's another one going. Nandaru hit 103. Ironster hit 105. And then another Never Died H hit 107.
Yep.
Wow. Good job, guys. So there's a few going through now. That's fantastic. All right, Lyssan, can you do the bloods for me, please?
Yeah. So Ironicide level 10, Wall Blood level 12, Sungrind died at level 18, Lucilene BLD level 20, Amishapa died at level Aim Shapa.
Yeah, I think it's Shapa.
Yeah, died at level 20. Sunryu, level 23. I know this name. There was another Sunryu, I think.
Okay.
Thurstan, level 27. Gore Crazed, level 36. And Soulbound, level 61.
Wow. That's awesome. Nissy's doing so well. 61. That is fantastic. All right. Well, good job, guys. Now, Pacifist. So, Joyful Vegan hit level 29. I know that's Rogue Slayer. Is Bloodar died at 29. Compassioner. That's Rogue Slayer too, I'm sure. Is level 30. Flower Child hit level 32. I love that name. That is really good. Umpa Pompa hit level 46. And so did Huey Hamster. Latifolia hit 56. Inapt Iron hit 62. The Ugly Truth hit 66. And Serenella hit 66 as well. So congratulations, everyone, on your leveling, and commiserations to everyone we lost this week, because it looks like we certainly have lost a few. But good job, everyone. So how about we go on to our weekend WoW? So, Lyssan, what have you been doing?
As I said, I was leveling my contest toon. It's now level 68 in Outland, Nagrand. It seems much easier than I expected to be after the Legion buffs. I had 0 close calls, and one time I dipped below 50% HP, and I didn't upgrade my armor until level 45, so you don't really need a plate vendor. The gear that you get, that starting gear, is good enough until level 45.
Yeah, Leeta.
You shouldn't need.
Yeah, Leeta.
Yeah.
Wow, I ran around buying mail. I was looking for mail.
It's the mail one is barely better than the plate starting gear, so
Yeah.
it's not worth it.
Okay. All right.
I also did some regular toons in Legion. My main is 110 and it's kind of reached the progression wall. Because at this point I only have to do raiding and dungeons, so there is not much leveling or solo content I can do with my main. And also the alts are kind of blocked because the professions are so tied into group content that I don't really have the will to go ahead with them. So I only do some world quest on my main and some class hall missions on my outs. So that's what I play on regular toons.
Okay, yeah, it is frustrating that
Leeta
the profession
doesn't-
stopped.
Yeah, I was just waiting for you to be like,
But anyway. So I will talk to you about that Thursday night when we, or whenever we get together for Adventures in Azeroth, because I have more words to say about that.
wow.
But anyway,
I can't wait.
I do. So, yeah, I know you're so excited. I will vent my frustration with you then. So Stone, what have you been up to this week?
I I had my priest that I ran out dimly rolled, but I haven't touched it because I wanted to play my con test tune because I know that I have to beat you, and I am going to beat you because I'm better than you,
Sure.
and I. What?
Blah, blah, blah.
So honestly, we just like to rib each other. It's okay. Ghostlands honestly was no problem. I got lucky because I was killing. I didn't write it down here, but I was killing. I was killing the guys in the Dreadscar, and yeah, then there comes. Which one was it? I think it was Lurzon. Came on by, and I was just in range of him, and he began to come at me, and I ran, and so luckily there were other characters there that saved me. I don't know them, but thanks. But so they killed him, and I got I got the credit for that kill, even though I never hit it. Oh, did I hit it? I might have hit it and then ran. Because I was level 19, right, too, and I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. So the only issue that I really had was that I was trying to do all the quests in each zone, and I was doing the elite that's in charge of the scourge base, like he's in the tower, or he's in the tower. He's in like the pit. Bob's now meowing. Hey, Bob. So when I go to look at him, he's a level 20 elite with 4.2k health versus my level 19 18, which is only at 800 something health. And I'm not gonna do that. So that was the only one I didn't really do. When I hit 20, I skipped Silver Pine, and I went right to Hills Parade. I didn't have any problems there, honestly. I messed around in the Cape of Stranglethorn and Western Plaguelands. Oh, I did go into Arathi, and I'm used to playing Alliance now, and I'm running from the Horde base just inside the wall, and you run across. You have to go kill some guys over at some farm that's just north of Refuge Point. Now, because I'm used to playing Alliance now, I just run, right? And I don't care. So I just run, and I guess I was close enough that I got one of the town guards to start to come after me. So I got flagged, and I'm like, why am I flagged? And I turn and look, I'm like, oh, thank goodness he was only level 35, because I would have been dead.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I ran, and I kind of.
I'm sure there is some 110s in
Oh
there.
yeah, sure.
In that, yeah.
Well, in that
So
spot, I don't think so. No, I think they are all 35s. Because that's like a PvP area too. So I think they kind of want.
I thought there was a couple down.
You think that there are some 110s?
Look, there is not supposed to be 110
Well,
over at Mordo thingo, but there is.
Well,
So
I guess if you attack with a high level player, the high level guards are gonna appear too.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not gonna have level 35 guards defending against the level 110.
Yeah. And I think at that point I was level 26 or 27.
Oh.
So I was like,
you were lucky.
Oh yeah, sure. I ran, and I found a bush.
Life number 1.
No.
9 lives.
I
You got 8 left.
hid inside of a bush, and I waited for my 5 minutes to go, and I got unflagged, and I carried on, and everything was good. So I messed around in Cape of Stranglethorn a little bit because I didn't want to get too involved in there, and went to Western Plaguelands, and I'm at level 40 and planning to do Eastern Plaguelands, but based on Lyssan's advice, I don't think I'm going to be doing Eastern Plaguelands. I'm going to figure out something else to do at level 40.
Um, Actually, with these changes again, I think Easter Plaguelands may be
Man.
easier than before. So
Oh man.
I don't really like it, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's up to you.
Yeah. Well.
I'm used to going through Eastern Plaguelands,
Yeah.
so I would totally go do it. Yeah, go do it. Go on.
Oh yeah. Sure. So, yeah. Thank you.
I support your decision.
You're funny. Okay, Madness of Mind has a BlizzWatch link to the 7.1 notes on it down towards the bottom. They mention that in many cases the level 1 to 10 things that introduce the class have changed. Oh, okay. I could go onto the PTR right now and just go check it, right? That might take about a half an hour to create a character for each class. Anyways, or I could just read the note. Thank you for the link. I'll go have a look at the
Thank
link
you,
after. Yeah. So the other thing I did was Diablo 3 Iron Man. I tried, and it's harder. It's definitely harder, and I only played for about a half an hour, and I was having lag and server problems, and I was like, you know what? I got a level, and I said that's it. I didn't want to die. I just felt too anxious that I was gonna.
What levels? Yeah.
Level. I'm gonna say 9 now. Out of so
Okay.
I have quite a ways to go, but I wanted to get to about 15 or so. But again, connection issues, and I don't think it was me. I think it was Blizzard. So
Okay.
I decided no, I'm not going to risk my hardcore character, and no. So I did try to do. I was going to stream. There's this new streaming service because we are on Twitch right now, so we might get cut off. There's a new streaming service called Forge.gg. And there's been some people going over to it because it's new and it's fairly easy to use. Basically, you download a client and you say, pick a game, show my webcam or not, and go. However, I was having some problems, so if you are trying to run this and you have your client open and you have the Forge client open and it's just blank, if you are running NVIDIA game sharing, turn that off, okay? Because I think it's because they're both overlays and they try to fight each other to see who will be on top, and it doesn't quite work very well. So once I turned that off, I kind of thought, oh, maybe I'll turn that off and see what happens, and Forge worked great. I have not streamed yet. I mean, everything else worked fine up to that point because I didn't get a chance to stream, but I'm gonna try it. It's somewhat new, and there's not a lot of people on there.
It's its own streaming thing.
Yes,
the way Twitch,
so
like
you
can't
do not
link
need
into
XSplit. Okay, you do not need XSplit. You do not need OBS. You just run their thing and it goes. And the reason why a lot of people are using it is because Twitch has got a lot of people, and it's hard to get your name heard, right? And so when you start off with somebody new and fresh, you kind of hope that they grow as well, and with them you can grow with them as well. So I'm not saying we're going to pull everything off of Twitch, because I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon, but I'm going to give this a go and see how it goes. I know of Roxy QT is using Forge. I know Heather Bay is using Forge, and Master Boomy is also on Forge as well. So so there's been a few people moving over there just to see how it goes. So if you have any technical issues like that I had, turn off NVIDIA game sharing, and hopefully it'll be good. And that's all really I did for streaming and WoW challenges stuff. Everything else was regular character rating and that. stuff.
And
So Leeta.
okay.
So
Yes.
Leeta,
Yes.
tell us, Leeta, about your non-top 5 character.
Oh, low blow, Stone. Low blow. Don't die, okay? Just don't die. So I've been sick. So I started off, I got my tune to level 7 last week during the show. And Sunday afternoon, I got really sick. And I was sick for all the week. And it really wrecked me. Had this nasty virus. So I didn't get to do much. And I sat down yesterday and finally started leveling. So I started at level 7. I was over in Eversong and I went through Eversong, went into Ghostlands. So that's cool. I'm not a fan of going through Ghostlands on challenge tunes. So I hit level 14 and I decided I would just go see if I could find some gear. And I ran all the way around Silver Moon. I swear to God, I know every vendor now in that place and where everything is, and there was nothing. So I decided I'd go to Undercity. So I traipse off to Undercity and I'm like do, and I know Undercity much better than probably most places other than perhaps Ogrimmar. So I found the mail vendors and I found the weapon vendors and I picked up a nice weapon, a 2-handed axe that was actually a bigger upgrade than what I had. So that was kind of cool. But there was definitely no plate. So that was concerning. But it's interesting, Lyssan, that you said you don't need anything, just keep going with what I've got. So I'll give it a go and I'll see. But yeah, I felt it was really a bit like, well, I wanted to see what pretty plate outfit I was going to have. Because that was my whole thing, you know.
You can do that on another character. This is your iron.
The starting plate looks pretty good, I think.
It doesn't exactly. It doesn't matter if it's like white or gray or whatever. I like to buy the sets because, you know, I want my tunes to look cute while they're going out, you know, murdering stuff. So that's kind of cool. And then I was like, okay, well, that's fine. And I thought, I'm not going to go back to Ghostlands. No, bugger that. So I decided I would go to Silverpine, and I picked up from the board. There was the quest to go and talk to Sylvanas in Forsaken Front. So I ran all the way down there and started in Silverpine. And admittedly, they were probably green, like to start off. But I know Silverpine so well that I've done it, I don't know how many times. And I always love the story, even though I'm not doing it on an undead, I'm doing it on a blood elf. I was like, yep, no, I'm going to go through Silverpine. So I did. I went all the way through Silverpine, even down to the wall over in, you know, Worgen area, did all of that stuff. And the only stuff I didn't do was the first part of, I'd done the first part with, Baron and Lord Godfrey and the other one, the three of them. And you've got to go into, you know, you got to go kill the spies and that. And then they give you a couple more quests, and one's to go kill the commander and one's to get the plans or something. And I know I have had trouble doing those. And I was like, you know what? I'm done. And I think I was about level 23 and I was like, I'm done. I got the achievement for Silverpine for doing the quest. So I was like, right, I'm going on to Hillsbrad. So I took on over to Hillsbrad. I always love doing the quest. I love that quest. It's like one of my favorite quests is when they all come along and, you know,
hey,
you've
hi.
got a handout.
Hi,
yeah.
Hi.
Yeah. It's so good. And, you know, do you smell what the Lochtar is cooking? Well, what can I say? It's hilarious. So I always like to do them. And then I started on Hillsbrad. So I got all the way through that, went over to see what's his name? Stillwater in the sludge pen
warden?
farm.
Yeah,
the warden, and did all of that. I had I wouldn't say a close call with warden, but at the point that he changed from
And blows you
himself
back?
into the big I lagged. I had like this 2 second, 3 second lag, and I was like, no. And anyway, I came back and I was fine. I probably was only maybe about down to about 45%. So, and then I hit him and like whacked him really hard with my axe, and he died. So I was like, okay, that was it wasn't close, but it's certainly the lag aspect was like, I'm breathe, you're okay. And
your character's on an oceanic server, so you shouldn't have any lag, but I guess it's just system lag.
It shouldn't, but Dathramar's been really, I don't know, I'm not finding it as smooth as Earthen Ring. So really? I don't know what's going on, because you would think that Earthen being Ring, that it's oceanic and I'm oceanic, that it would be better, but it feels a little disconnected. I don't know. I found it really weird, and that was when I first made the tune, and I was like, this isn't running as smoothly as I thought it would. I run smoother over on Earthen Ring. How crazy is that? So anyway, I just keep going through. So I got down and went and killed the sludges, did the sludge stuff, had the chat one, and I was like, I'm not even going into chat.
I did chat. It was easy.
No, I was like, no, I'm not even going to take, there's just some things that I just am not going to do. So I ended up not doing chat. I didn't do stupid Yeti thing. I was like, nope, not doing that. I don't do caves. And there was another one. No, I went in the cave. I did the Yetis in the cave, but the big Yeti that wanders outside, not taking him. Yowler. Didn't do that. And there was another one that I was... Oh, that's right. When you get down to the Eastern Tower, they give you a quest to go into the Dunmorrow challenge place. Dunmorrow? Not Dun... Anyway, the... Where you go when you go into Hillsbrad for that dungeon, you know, when you go back in time, and then you go into that area with the stone walls, and you know what I'm talking about. I can't think. I can see it.
I know exactly what you're talking about. That's where Thrall was held and all that stuff.
Yeah. So in normal, there's some elites around there. Now I had the one to kill this elite thing, and I was like, okay, it's only saying it's a one person. All right. That was my close call. I got to like 11% health. I seriously thought I was dead, and then they were like, well, hang on, we'll give you another one. And I'm like, no, nah, I'm done.
Bubble?
I was like, yeah, it was not good. But the thing I found interesting, and I mean, I've not leveled a Pally all the way. I don't play a Pally very often. The highest Pally I've got's my heal Pally that I run with Ash and Wingy, and they're all in heal spec. So, because we do dungeons in heal spec, because, you know, why not? And I didn't realize I hit Divine Shield, and I couldn't hit Lay of Hands because you can't have that debuff, the forbearance debuff on you at the same time. Thank you, Durnhold Keep. Thank you. That's it. Yeah, so I was really lucky that I got away with that. So I was like, yeah, no, we're gonna call out the quest that I'm not doing that again, because I really did. I thought I could see everything flash before me, and I was like, I'm dead. Divine shields worn off, and anyway, I just managed to pull it off, and I was sitting there shaking, going, "Whoa, that was way too close." So yes.
No
So
comment.
she ended up hitting 28 yesterday, 28 last night, and so I don't think that's too bad an effort from 7 to 28.
It's not bad.
I kept going, and it wasn't that bad. It just, when you're in the flow of it, it was kind of, it went. I was like, wow, I'm level 28 already. So yeah. So other than that, I did go back to see if I could find some extra gear, but yeah, obviously there's none, so I will just have to keep going with what I'm going. And I'm still in, where am I? I think I'm still in Hillsbrad.
You're in Australia.
And that too, but I'm still in Hillsbrad. I can go into Arathi, but I'm not quite prepared to go into Arathi yet. So I'm not sure whether I want to head back over to, head all the way over to Kalimdor and start over there. So I don't know, but she's in...
What level are you?
28.
28.
Yeah.
Stone Talon Mountains.
Go to Stone Talon. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think because I called out I wasn't going to do those 3 quests in Hillsbrad, so I've got one to go down to the bottom keep and look for a ghost, but I got a feeling that might be a bad idea. So I'm don't think I've got too many options to I don't think there was any other quests that popped up. I did get that's right. I did get the quest to go up to where the Alliance stuff is, and I was like, no. So I think that's where I left it, because it does the whole, it shows you the gaze and the 4 fingers, and I was like, yeah, I'm not going up there. That was where my first death was, my very first iron, which was my warlock way back. I was level 36, I think it was, and I fell off one of those points there. So yes, so it's not a favorite place. So I think I will not go there. So I will think about going to Stone Talon, and we'll see. So other than that, I'm still getting there, and we'll see. We've still got a week, guys. Still got a week, peoples. So good luck, everyone, on your competition entry, and we will see who the winner is next week. Next show. How exciting. Yeah. All right.
So does that mean that if Lyssan wins, we bring him back on next week?
Yeah, then he'll have to come back and talk to us again. How exciting.
And we have to ask him the same things, though.
No, we won't ask him the same things. We'll talk about something else. That's all right.
So should I lose?
Wow. Boom, he says. Boom. Awesome. Boy.
Don't let it, yeah. All right. Well, how about we go on to Chit Chat? So this is where people can write in and tell us about their tips and tricks, warn us about potential disastrous areas quests, and any questions that you might have. So, Lyssan, can I get you to do the first one for me, please?
This first one comes from Twitter, Scott Cook. How exactly do you start the Iron Man challenge? It sounds interesting, but I feel like I'll screw it up with my first level 10.
I actually wouldn't mind hearing your response to that, Lyssan. Listen, because...
I think you just start like a regular toon, and the only thing you need to worry about is not equip any green gear. Other than that, the first maybe 30 levels, it should just work like a regular toon. There is no big difference. From 30 on, you should start paying attention on what quests to do, what mobs you should attack, and try and not die, basically.
Yeah, and don't drink potions because you will get potions at low levels. So don't drink them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's I never thought it was one of the hard things to do. Like when you're low level, it's just play, and you will die. Just learn from that and don't make that error again, right?
Yeah.
If it's something that you can help, right? So.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely it's an interesting way to play. It really changes things up for you guys. Yeah. For me, I know for certain, I play a challenge toon really differently how I play, my normal toon. I've died so many times on Leeta and Legion, it's just crazy. Whereas, you don't have that luxury with a challenge toon. So I just I try and tread very carefully, except when I do stupid things like take on stupid elites. But anyway. Alrighty, so we did have some information that was in our Discord channel. And if anyone is not in our Discord channel, they can find the link on the website for Discord. We have chats. You can jump in there. Don't forget, if you want to have a talk to your fellow challenge friends, there, jump into the Discord as well, and you can use it for chatting as well as for voice. So, but PS Ducky had mentioned to us that they had an issue with a quest which was called Resistance is Futile, and it was a very near-death experience, so they were just letting us know about it. So it was kill 20 Worgen combatants, which I'm assuming is Ruins of Gilneas.
It's in the south of Silverpine, I believe.
Oh,
it's either that or it's over on that Worgen Island, but I don't think so.
Okay.
Right?
But it glitched out for them, wasn't it? That's what the...
Yeah.
So just be a little bit careful. That was just mentioned. I mean, maybe it doesn't happen for everyone, but certainly if we let you guys know, then at least you can be wary of it. They did say that they'd put a post in the mobs and quests to avoid or be careful with thread regarding it. So on the website. So thank you for that, PS Ducky, because knowing about these things can certainly help us with, when we're leveling through. So thank you very much for that. Okay, what else have we got? Chat room. What's chat room been saying?
Madness of Mind linked us the post on Blizzard Watch, and we'll add that to our link. But I just wanted to read the part that is about the level 10 stuff. In this patch, a large number of changes are made to improve the order and the flow of abilities gained while leveling all classes. In many cases, the level 1 to 10 abilities that introduce the class have changed. Many special bonuses and features for class abilities are now granted by upgrades that are learned at a later level. This applies to every spec for every class other than Death Knights and Demon Hunters. And for an example, like they give 3 examples. Druids below level 10 now use Wrath and Moonfire as their primary damage abilities. abilities rather than Shred and Ferocious Bite. So I think this is... I don't know if I want to go through and level something up to 10 on each character. But if people are reading or listening to this... If people are listening to this and want to go on the PTR and level up something from 1 to 10 and tell us, what's been changed, that would be cool. But yeah, I think it would take too long for me to bother doing all the classes, because there's 10 classes that I'd have to go from 1 to 10. I mean, it doesn't take that long to get 1 to 10, but it still means I still gotta go sit down when I could be doing other stuff too. And it doesn't seem to be huge, though. I don't think it's gonna be huge to change the leveling path and make it harder. In fact, I think it's probably gonna make things easier too. So,
Okay.
Yeah. That's the but we'll add the link. Can we add the link here? Here, I'll add the link to the show notes right now.
Excellent.
Bam. Is that okay?
Bam.
Thank you.
I'm on Forge at the moment, but cool.
You're on Forge? Cool.
Yeah. I just created.
You created
Start
an account there?
broadcasting.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Yeah, I want to have a look at it, see what it's like. Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right. Well, have we got anything else that we need to?
Well, as he
talk
said that he
about?
died by the Frost Paw Trapper in Grizzly Hills and their aimed shot. Apparently, the aim shot has not been fixed. This is something we knew back when Warlords came out, because it was supposed to be something with the DAT squish, but I don't think it did, because he got hit for 12,000... what is it? 12,300, 12,900 damage. 12,300 from a normal mob. That's nice. Yeah, and he died.
Yeah, this is a known issue. We had a discussion on forums as well about aim shot and being bugged, and it appears they didn't fix it in Legion.
Yeah. Oh, that's on my list of things to do. Or things to ask. Say, hey, can you guys fix this? And now Bob is going to be gracing us with his presence, I think, and he's in big trouble because he's not supposed to be up on the desks.
Naughty Bob. All right. Well, hang on. Well, if that's all we've got, how about we go on to wrap?
Okay. So our next show will be next week, Saturday, October the 22nd, 7 p.m. North American Eastern Standard Time, because we haven't switched over yet. And that is Sunday, October the 23rd, 9 a.m. Queensland time, which is also 10 a.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time, and 1 a.m. Central European Time, because they should have changed too. Actually, I'm not sure. No, they change when we change, so they haven't changed yet.
Anyway, we're a multi-time zone
freaking
working
can we just
podcast.
Can we just stick to a time, and that's it. Anyways, but Lyssan, listen, dang it, listen. Thank you, man, for coming. And I swear I will one day pronounce your name properly.
I almost got used with Lyssan as well.
Oh, man.
Well, we do appreciate you coming and having a chat with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys for having me.
Do you want to let everyone know where they can find you if they want to chat with you?
Yeah, I have a Twitter, WoW, Lyssan WoW. I also have a WoW Iron Man Lyssan on YouTube, where I put all my video uploads. The Blood Elf Paladin is 100% streamed from level 10 onwards, and all the videos are there for if you want to watch. There is no commentary, it's just gameplay and some, I hope, good music.
Excellent.
Cool.
Well, that sounds good. Yeah, very cool. Alrighty. Well, thank you for that.
Leeta?
So if anyone wants to contact us, then check out the website, which is wowchallenges.com. you can email us, which is podcast@wildchallenges.com. We are on Facebook because we can, which is facebook.com/wowchallenges. And we have a YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/wowchallenges1. Don't forget, come check us live every week, which is on twitch.tv/wowchallenges.
Thank you for Patreons for helping out. Appreciate anything. Like I said, if we can get to a certain amount, we will start giving away Blizzard gift cards each month for a random person. Yeah. You can find me on Twitter at WoWChallenges, and as well as the podcast Adventures in Azeroth, which we do once a week with Leeta.
Yay.
Over there.
That's right. And you can find me. I'm on Twitter, which is at Leeta Wow, LEETAWOW. You can check out the other shows that I do, which is, yes, Adventures in Azeroth with him over there. But I do Behind the Avatar and Geektopia podcasts as well. So, thank you. What?
I'm the champ.
Don't die, Stone.
Well, I'm not the real
Don't
champ.
forget, big thanks to Mark Conan, as always, for our intro. We love it, have always loved it, and we greatly appreciate him helping us with that. If you want to find out if he can help you with voiceovers or, creating something memorable, then check him out. He's on Twitter at Mark Conan Wow. Or he is half of the Torrent Think Tank with Jules. Contact him via that as well. Other than that, guys, I think we are done. So thanks, chat room. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out with us. And that's it. So thanks. I say bye. Bye, guys.
Thanks for listening. See you later.
Bye.
Don't die, Stone. Don't die. The WoW Challenges podcast is a World of Warcraft gaming podcast produced by Stone and Leeta. Copyright 2016 WoWchallenges.com. Portions of this podcast belong entirely to Blizzard Entertainment. The music used for the show belongs to Kevin MacLeod, and you can find more of his great stuff at incomnitech.com. No copyright infringement is intended.
You're so funny. Okay, we gotta do show title, and then I gotta do fa.
Show title. All right. What show title would you like? Chat room, give us some show titles. Lyssan, anything that you think about? Think would be good?
No ideas. I'm very bad at naming
Yeah,
stuff.
Lyssan, don't ask any GMs for help, right? Because otherwise they might give you gear like they did last time.
Yep.
Like, what the hell, man? Thanks, buddy.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep. Oh, I noticed that you didn't have gear here. No. What are you doing?
Oh, you know what that means. Then obviously the game, the game masters need to be brought up to speed. That's what it means.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you should talk to Iron about that when you get to BlizzCon.
Ian.
Maybe we could do like a one-on-one. It's not Ian.
It's Ian. His name's Eon. Okay, it's not Ion. It's not.
Thank you. It's
not
it's not
an atom.
Ian. It's pronounced differently.
Oh, it's Ian.
Okay, I don't know. Chat room. What are we? The one to rule them all.
The one to rule
Contest
them all.
continues. What did we call it last time? King of First?
I closed it. You. Let me reopen.
We'll open it and tell us. Thank you. You are so good. Don't die soon.
Oh, I don't need it. I don't have the show titles there. Hold on. Past episodes. Episode 16. Come on, Google. You can do it.
Got it.
King of the First.
King of the First. Okay, so we've already had that.
Well, we could do King of the First, the sequel.
Part 2.
Well, he's done it again. Here you go. Bam. There.
Okay.
That's it. The King of the First, the sequel. Well, if he's saying he doesn't really know, he's not really good at it, I'm not good at it either, so that's why I do something simple like that. Come on, Leeta. Chop chop. Can you not think of anything else?
I can't think of anything else because I'm setting up Forge.
I see.
Checking out Forge to see what it's all about.
I've got to go do my fa.
Yeah, you gotta have your far.
'Cause I gotta
All right,
keep my Carrie
Lyssan, what do you
happy.
reckon? King of the First sequel, part 2.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Go with that. All right,
Alright.
I'll figure something. Don't worry about
Okay.
it. I'll figure something. Okay.
All right, chat room. Thank you for
so
watching.
much again. Thank
Yep.
you.
See y'all
Thank you,
later.
chat room.